All right, the 77 from Ohio that came from viewer Craig. I hope we have enough stuff to start putting it back together now, and we're going to talk about it right after this. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and I held off on putting this back together simply because, well, cleaning up and painting things, but also because our belt situation is horrendous. And I didn't want to put it back together yet because I knew that I was going to switch to what is right here in this bag, the mini Chinesium alternator. And people say, why don't you do that with that? Why don't you just put on a Delco, one wire? Well, because you don't have the room, my friends. I've been down that rabbit hole of sadness many times before. A 77 is not wide enough for a full-size Delco. It just isn't. Here's a full-size Delco. And even with it sucked all the way in, what happens is those fins grind the side panels. There's a brace that comes right there. On an 88, you've got room for that because they're wider. But these you don't. And I found that these little things here work dandy. However, we have to do some customized spacing again. So we're gonna need to make us a bracket probably, since this one's already been robbed off. I was thinking on my other one, like my other 77, not this one, but we can use this for reference. I was thinking that I used that original brace and bolted in front of it and it made her go. I don't know. But what I do know is I want to try to fab this up or fit it in here so that I can guess how long I need my belts to be. I can go ahead and just stick this on this bolt even though I won't have it rigidly spaced or whatever, because I'm probably gonna have to do that again with you know what I'm saying, get me bushings for the bolt and all that good stuff. And see, I'm not so sure that on my other one, let's revisit that too. I'm thinking on my other one I used that tab and did it upside down because it made everything line up right. And that would do it. But I don't remember what I had to do to make that happen. I think I had to drill out this bottom tab because you can't have two threaded holes that don't play nice with each other. But I think I did turn it upside down because then you see what happens. It puts everything in line with a minimal amount of spacer. And then also this lines up excellently. And I'm pretty sure that's how I did. We can go look at the other one. But what I'm wondering is, always, what is the shortest belt that I could get by with and still make this go so that we have the most adjustment possible? This rickety belt might actually be the shortest one possible because it's, of course, we're getting a lot, yeah. I mean, it may be so short that I can't even get it with the fan on. And I try not to do that because there's times when if you need to take stuff off, you want to be able to do it without taking the whole works off. But okay, nothing's playing ball. That's about par for the course. But before I commit to modifying this alternator, let's go look at the other one. 77, where are you? Where are you at? Around here somewhere. Ah, yes, in an impossible to get to position where I probably can't get to the side I want to be on. Can I go around the Super 88? Or do I have to climb up and over? Well, let's journey on. Oh, I can't go that way. It's too close to the wall. All right, up and over it is. Well, the good news, I'm in here. The bad news is probably won't get back out. No, I actually did. I actually did space that out, but see how goofy that looks? It's got a spacer in the bottom, a spacer on the top to tension, but it works. It's been on there for years, and it works great. Now what I want to do, what would be the chances that a guy could roll this around and read some numbers on it? I don't think that's gonna happen. Nope. Well, Finky Foo. That's not gonna work. But see how nice it tucks this in when you do this? And then your life is solved. Your problems are over. And everything's happy again. Yeah, that little sucker's been in there for a long time. And the belt's still tight. I hear, is that paint flapping? Poor thing needs repainted badly. Now I have to get out of here somehow. That's good for the steering wheel. 300 pounds pulling on it. Almost there. Sure. See, the nice thing about my brain is usually when I buy things, I buy more than I need. So I found the extra pieces from when I did that last one. So this should give me the size. We're going to see if this bolt's longer than the other one. And we're going to see what it takes to do what we did. It worked on the other one. Does it look exactly right? No, but I don't care. It works. It's proven working. So if I put this on there, that bolt's just a shade too long. But boys, I think that one spacer is gonna fix her up. And the second spacer's gonna do that like I did on the other one too. That's kind of super sketch, but it works. Also, I should mention, it's super cold over here right now for some reason. I guess we just couldn't have anything nice, you know? That is not the best. Like I really should probably find something that would make that not like it is. But let's just table that a second here till I get all my rigging. I don't think that's going to be enough. Since we're rigging it with too long a bolt till we get the right stuff. And since that one's not a through hole. Yeah, see that's all the way down. We don't want to melt down. Let's stack some washers on for today so we can get this up where we want it. Then we'll get the right size bolt. We need to take the slop out of this so we can just see if we're... Yeah, see? We're a little bit cockeyed, but that's because... Oh. That's because of something that's going on the backside. And I did do it differently on the other one for a reason. And I see what that reason is now. Let's see. Let's try that. Will that go through there? Nope. Alright, let's try that. I might have to shave a little off that bushing. I think I did on the other one. I think that's got her, friends. We got to take the fan off because this belt's super short. So if we get the one that's the next size longer than this belt, we should be golden. But what I'll probably do is just get half a dozen belts, or not that many, but 2 or 3, just to be sure, and bring them along and then take back what I don't need. I wish I could remember what I used on that other one, but I'm 99% sure that was before YouTube, so no record exists. Ooh, okay, maybe I did get a short one, shorter than this. I would have to, because that other one is tucked up in there, so I guess I did. But see, this is why we're experimenting. We want the absolute shortest we can get, so we have maximum travel. We want it to be like right there when we're done, or possibly here. So we can shave off like a lot. I could actually cut this belt, since it's so rotten, to the actual length I need, and then measure it and get back to it, you know. So now people are going to say, why don't you, because they did it when I did it on the Alice Chalmers, why don't you weld up and fabricate a bracket and do this and that? If I do it this way, I have modified this tractor 0. I can literally put this back by just unbolting what I have here, and then it's good to go. You know, why reinvent the horse when you don't have to? 2 bolts, and this is in the spot of the original, and it's not causing any problems, see? And it's proven. On the other tractor, it's been running for years. So what I'm gonna do here, I think, is cut this belt and just keep cutting it until I get it to the length I want, measure it and take it in and get one of those. And if it comes out to an odd size, I'll get it to the closest inch, and then I've still got, you know, easily all of this adjustment before it ever hits the outside. And then that takes me to this. This belt really could be shorter. I don't know what this is, but I can measure it, of course. But I'm very tempted to get 2 or 3 of these to try different sizes, because I can loosen this pulley up and get it in there. But I think I'm pretty well at my tightest setting now, and this belt was loose. So in order to not have that problem, I mean, maybe it'll, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know. The point is, we got it apart now. It's easy to do. This is when it's getting new belts. You know, there's no reason to work and work and work, because you can't put the fan belt on without having this one off. And that one will be loose when I get it on there, because it's going on very easy. But we'll take this one along, and we'll get like one shorter. We'll get this one length, and then a couple sizes shorter or something, bring it with us. This one we'll cut, and we'll get the exact length we want, and then probably bring a couple just in case we screwed up. And then that's how she's gonna go. I mean, we'll put that on there, and then we can continue on our project. But that's essentially done. I don't think I'm even gonna change it from what I just did. I had all the stuff, and it worked out pretty. The belt is in line. I don't know that the GoPro will really show that very good, but it is. And that's gonna work great. And then when we're done with this all, then we can concentrate on wiring and fix this mess, because we've got wires every which where. And this is actually a 3-wire alternator. I like 3-wire better than 1-wire. Some people think 1-wire's king, but I like the fact that when you turn the key on, it starts charging instantly, so that you don't have to think about revving it up. Because there's times on a tractor when you pull it out of the shed, at least when I do, I don't go right like start it up right away to wide open, you know. Grandpa liked to do that. You'd hear him start something up and immediately, no, I don't like to do that. I let them slowly, you know, build oil pressure, run a little bit or whatever, idle, half throttle at best, you know, a lot of times. But what I'm saying is, with a one-wire alternator, there's times when if you were going to run an auger or something, you may not have the tractor flat wide open. I mean, I don't always do that, you know. I kind of regulate my speed, what I think it needs to be with the, I don't know, maybe not everybody does it that way, but there are situations you could get into where it would not be charging the battery even if you ran it all day. So 3-wire fixes that problem. It instantly charges. Let's just doctor this belt up here, friends. We'll take the old snips. Let's cut a chunk out of it, and then we'll find out that was too much. No, it's still not enough, see? We're gonna take out this chunk. There. Now, is it clear to people what I'm doing? Because I feel like some people are going to say they still don't understand what's happening. I'm making a belt that I can see what size belt I need. And now I can take this tomorrow to the auto parts store and get this size belt and maybe the next one longer, and then I'm good to go. That way there is no guesswork here as far as 50 different belts and taking them back and forth to town and whatever. No, I will bring along 3 or 4 belts, 2 for each one or whatever, and I'll have what I need, because we can make this go, you know. This was loose the other day, so I should be able to get this spread back apart. All you do is rotate this back one, it widens it up and it lets you pull the belt up so you can get a shorter belt in there. So, you know what I'm saying? That's how you would tighten them. So what I'm saying is, this was step 1. Mount the alternator in, see where we stand. We stand pretty good. We got our belts so we can do our homework. And then I will bring you back in this video as soon as I get the stuff we need, you know. These videos sometimes take multiple days to film because stuff and things, you know. So I'll bring you back when I get the stuff we need. Are you like me, where you have it all planned out, you take those belts, then you lay them down somewhere and totally forget where you put them, so don't have them with you? Yeah, that's what I did. So I went in the computer at the old store and looked back for like the last 6 years till I finally found which sizes of belts that I bought, and hopefully that will be true to what we need. So we will try. This first one is a 22-inch belt. Seems right, but it also seems like I bought multiple belts, and who knows, but I think that's the one that's gonna do what I want. Let's go with that. Do I have any adjustment at all left? There we go. Yeah, see, that's what I had. I'm confident of that. All right. That's on there. Now for the next one, that actually probably could be the next size longer, just because of how tight that is. I don't know. It will wear though. This one comes out to be, which I always think is strange with belts, some of these belts. This is a B37, which is 40 3/8 inches long. And I think that's what I used last time I did this. No, I couldn't have, because that's too long. So that is not the right belt. Wah wah. That's okay though, because that one we can change later since it's in front. So I'm cool with that, you know. I guess we could even put that old one back on if I could find it, but I don't know. Do I know? Nope, I sure don't. I have donkeys going off in the background, trumpeting the sound of my life. I don't know. Well, cross-threaded or not, tight is tight. I found one of the belts. Figure out how I can find one and not the other, I don't know. But what I'm gonna do is measure it and see where we stand. Like 36.5 is the measurement I get. So instead of a B37, I really need like a B35 or something. But I think for now I'm just gonna go ahead and throw this back on, because it was working. It just wasn't working enough, question mark? Man, come on, there we go, motor, turn. Yeah, see, it's a little loosey-goosey. So, I'll have to grab me a better one, but we can do that actually with the radiator in if we wanted to and pursue that farther. I don't know if we really want to or not. What to do next? Well, I got all the rubber pieces cut, I think. Yeah, there's one up there ready to go. An extra one down here. I guess I could just leave you right where I had you, because you're just about as good as you were. I went off of the old ones, so this should all be about right. The bottom one, though, I'm going to have to get some clamps. And the reason being, when I took that other radiator that was in here and put it in that tractor, I just left the hose on the bottom because I needed one for that. So I figured might as well put the new hose on the new radiator. So sure. The next thing we're gonna need to do is hunt up some hardware for this radiator that's in the box. So yeah, we need, I think we used 5/16 bolts on the last one was what it took. So that's what we'll go get. All right, we wanna, let's hang these in there now so that we don't forget. I don't know if you saw that or not, but yeah. Okay, well, I thought that you might hold and help me out, tractor, since I'm trying to help you, but I know this isn't the way you normally do anything, but I thought maybe you would. All right, I'm gonna let you see there. I've turned this around so that I can set the radiator in it, and then I will turn it back around the other direction. Boy, that's pretty. Awesome. All right, now, step one, I think, is to always set you down, because nothing ever just goes. I'm going to slide this back a little more. And now I'm going to bolt it to the shroud first, and then we'll make our connections and try to get it in its happy final place. But if it goes like the other one, we shouldn't have any troubles. Come on. There we go. I should have brought a 1/2-inch wrench instead of an adjustable. That's not going to work. Alright, now I got something I can hold with it. I don't want to run a wrench immediately into the brand new fins, you know. That's what I'm trying to avoid. One. There's two. Let's go to the other side. All right. Hold tractor. Be a flat surface. I need a flat surface for a minute. Oh, how far off are we? Come on. There. There's one. I might have just created myself a problem. We'll deal with it in a minute and then find out we have to unbolt these. I got the hood in a weird... Okay, we'll get it. It'll work. It'll work out. Come on. Come on. One. Come on. Two. All right. Now, we need to get this slid back, which is also going to require getting all of the rubber connections lined up. Start with this one. Come on. I am struggling here, friend. No. I guess I'll do whichever one wants to go first. There we go. But that one ain't playing ball very good. Now come on. Why aren't you doing that thing? I have an actual tool for this exact job, but you think I'm gonna go get it? I might have to. I gotta get that hose pulled out a little bit. I'm impressed that I could find this. This is what I need. Now I think I just undid all the progress that I had made for myself. There. Okay, now it's on both halves. So now I should be able to shove this back. Or not. Or not. Okay, that would be good. This bottom one I think is good. Alright, we're back in the neighborhood. So say hello to Fred Rogers, you know. But I think we're gonna get it now, friend. We just have to, we gotta find all our bolts. And for some reason, we'll find 4. Should be 2 more. And I bet that's the ones I had in my hand a second ago. And then didn't pick them up. There's one. That would be one right there. I need a lock washer. But otherwise, yeah. Alright, you're just gonna hang out a minute whilst I totally destroy everything. That's okay. Probably should have welded that back to the plate or whatever, but didn't do it. It's okay. The bolts will fix it up. All we gotta do is get to that point. See, I just put these right here. So I just put this right here. That ain't right. That ain't right. Come on. What is happening? There we go. We're getting there. That one will go. I think that one will go. Let's just find out. Let's hammer them home. Okay, one. I don't want to tighten them all the way yet until I get everything started in a hole. Alright, that back one should go. Well, I think they're all gonna go, friends. I'm struggling on this back one. Oh, sure. We'll take all day, but it's okay. That's what we're here for. That's just, this ratcheting wrench is just a little bit too wide for what we're doing there. It hits that side of that brace. I mean, it's gonna work, but and I'd say we're just gonna go ahead and finish off with it, but I don't think that there's gonna be any other quicker way. I might be wrong. Try the open end, maybe. Stop. Yeah, let's hammer it home. All right. Radiator's in. Now our fun time's gonna be getting all of the clamps tightened up and where they need to be. And Ross wasn't thinking. He should have, I know that's a shocker, right? But he should have probably put this one a different way. Maybe I can get it with a 5/16 or from the other side, you know, with a long extension. If I flip it almost the other way, I don't know. I could go down, like straight down. I could go, there's choices of things I could do. There's always choices. We're gonna need a short screwdriver anyway because of the way that it is. Oh, well, I canoodled myself pretty good on these. I reused a lot of the old hose clamps, and they are not hex headed, so I can't do much about them. But I can snug these up. I can snug them up where they're not miles long, you know, so all I gotta do is this one I can get right here if I leave myself enough. So that's nice. A nice thought. Well, I'm struggling here, friends. All right. Double check. There's that one. Now, can I sneak through from underneath? I get this other one. I should have put the hose on the radiator first, and I didn't think about that. I mean, it's gonna be not satisfied till I lay on the ground to do it. That's usually my life's way. I have to be in the dirt or life isn't happy. I can see it. I wonder if surely not. Surely it wouldn't work where I could get the mini impact in the frame. That would make it so easy. Oh, we might get her, friend. We're not gonna get her, friend. We might get her. Oh, awesome. Now all we gotta do is contort our hand up into a position that doesn't exist. I am so close. It's such a shame that it's not gonna work. I mean, could you see what's happening here? Oh, I can't have you there. I gotta see what's happening. Come here. Come here. Come here, baby. I'm touching it. Oh, it was going and then it went out. Maybe if I contort my hand. No. Oh, I think I got it. I think I got it. That was the hardest to get to one with it in the tractor. But the nice thing is, if you put it together in the tractor and struggle, at least you know it's physically possible to get it back loose in the tractor. If you put it together on the ground and then later you have to take it loose in the tractor, you may not be able to do that. Now we only got 2 more to do and then we're done. All right, we're gonna go with this angle. With the idea that maybe, just maybe, a guy could get it loose later on. Now normally that would probably be simpler because you wouldn't have the hood on, but I'm lazy. I didn't want to take all the sheet metal off. I wanted to take a shortcut, and that's what I did. So we should be good to go now, other than, where did this piece of wire come from? I will never know. But I'm gonna go get the antifreeze, put it in there, and then we're going to fire it up and hear it run, and then, you know, we'll have other videos on it, because I want to work on the grill pieces and that flap and everything, and we need to do the wiring and things, but it'd be nice to hear it run all back together and verify that we have no leaks. Our belt's gonna be flapping a little, but that's okay. We'll get a different one. That is changeable just as it sits. You know, we can get that off of there, feed that over the fan, whatever, should we decide that that's immediately necessary. Otherwise, we might just leave that for a while, but let me get the stuff. All right, it's time for everybody's favorite part. Watch Ross pour fluids and spill a bunch. You know, you probably watch me pour fluids than any other YouTuber on the internet. I don't know. That didn't probably make much sense, but in my mind it did. Off camera, a bunch of stuff just fell, but that's okay. Look at that. If we do it patiently, we might not spill a drop. Did we close all the drain valves? I don't know. I thought we did. Let it chew on that a minute. Now we'll get a jug of water and pour that in, and then we'll pour in another jug of antifreeze, and so on and so forth, until we get it all full. That water, we're not as particular. We'll spill it and make a mess. It's taking a little while to get the burping the air out, because 2 gallons should not fill it. It should take more than that. So, I'm gonna have to give it a minute. You want that air to leave, that's for sure. While that's burping a little bit, I'm gonna go get the battery out of this tractor right behind me. How we doing, tractor? Have we burped down enough? Not really. Let's start it up and help us a little bit. Oh, that's not good. Stop. Pause. All right, let's try that again. Good airflow. It took a second though, the fan slipped pretty bad and then it finally took off and went, so we definitely have to get a different belt. But this is a pretty good old running tractor, I have to say that. It was well worthy of a new radiator. Coolant capacity is supposed to be not quite 4 gallons. And I put in what? 1, 2, almost 3. So if you figure that there was some in the block still, we're probably pretty close. We'll keep an eye on it, but hey, we got us something. Nice radiator. Alternator tucked in there. We'll get a shorter belt and fix that up the way it's supposed to be. Tighten that pulley so it doesn't look like it's wobbling, because that's what's going on, that back thing. But yeah. Yeah, when you rev it up you can see it, how far it deflects that belt. What a sweetheart. I think we're good to go. I don't know what I did with my radiator cap. It's puking out what it doesn't need. I guess I got a little too much in it. There it is. All right. Well, friends, I think we're gonna call this one here. We set out to do something and we got it accomplished. We just need to keep an eye on it and make sure if it needs more coolant or whatever, we top it off, but it should be pretty well good to go. I didn't really drain the block. I drained, you know, when I switched that drain, I lost a little bit, but I mean, not very much at all. So the block should be full. So we should be, basically we filled the radiator and the corresponding elbow and stuff up to the water pump. So yeah, we're gonna call this one here while we still have success. After watching what you just saw, do you feel like your IQ has dropped lower than your credit score? Well, there's no reason that both of us should be miserable, so go ahead and hit that thumbs up and leave a comment. That stuff costs you nothing and it really helps me out. Your banker may not approve, but I know mine will. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.